Chelsea 1, Leeds 3. What the hell? Leeds absolutely demolished us. They did what we did to Barcelona. They did what we do to big clubs. They did that to us. We got Chelsea by this Leeds team who has been promoted this season and, to be fair, played very well. They set up and did what they needed to do. I mean, their first goal happened by Jaka Bijol, and he scored that header from the set piece in 6 minutes. And I mean, just poor defending overall from our team. And then the second goal, by Tanaka, that goal was insane as well. Like beat Sanchez. He drove that shot to the bottom right hand corner, and I mean, Sanchez really should have stepped over and saved that. I reckon he could have done better there, but I mean, overall poor defending again from Tosin. And I mean, it's just so frustrating. Like, we get great results against Liverpool, against Arsenal, against Barcelona, and then teams that we should be beating, like Leeds United. Like, there is a history there, but I don't know what Enzo Maresca is doing, like resting players against a team that he knows we have a rivalry against. A team that, like, there is a history with Chelsea. The Leeds fans hate us. They hate us, and they're gonna show up to the game. Like, and I mean, stupid individual errors by Tosin. Like, oh my god, what is that? We're getting back in the game after Pedro Neto scores, and Tosin just hands the ball, like, through bloody stupidity, and basically gives up the game for us. Like, especially when we know that we're trying to chase down Arsenal. Instead, we've done charity FC, and we've given Leeds valuable points that they need in their aspirations to stay up, and basically, extended the lead for Arsenal. We're giving Arsenal the title. I mean, Liverpool dropped points as well against Sunderland, and this is not good right now. I mean, I believe our team is good enough that we can compete for the title. However, still, like, when you put in performances like that against teams that you should be beating, that just shows the mentality that we have at the moment and the inexperience that this team shows. I mean, Leeds did what they had to do today. They were clinical, they were efficient, and they made their chance. Like, they took their chances when needed. They were physical. They were direct. They had a strong tactical setup, which was solid, and they were really going for set pieces, as you could see. Let's check the lineups, because I mean, yeah. What, they did a 3-5-2. They were clearly going defensive, hitting us on the break. And I have so many problems with our starting lineup. Like, Badiashile and Tosin in the defense. Like, we changed 5 players from that team against Arsenal midweek. And sure, you could say, Reece James probably needed a rest. That's why Chalobah stepped in as right back, which I have a problem with as well. I don't know why he's there. Santos coming in for Caicedo. Obviously, Caicedo is banned for the game, so Santos is a good player. Gittins on the left. Look, I don't know about Gittins. I'm really not impressed by Gittins, to be honest, and I'm not convinced of him. Especially in the Premier League. On the Champions League, I think it's a different gravy. I think there's more space for him to operate in. But I just don't fancy Gittins' first touch. I don't think he really knows how to handle space as well. Maybe, with more experience, he'll get better at that. But I feel like his touch is so loose. He doesn't really make the right decisions at times, from what I've seen so far. So I'm not really impressed with getting so far. And I think starting a game against Leeds, maybe where they would have a low block, it's just not the game that you start Giddens, to be honest. And Delap and Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto starting in the 10. Delap up top. Can't really complain about that. But yes, changing 5 players midweek against a Leeds team that you know are up for it. You know, like the rivalry with Leeds, like Chelsea-Leeds, that's a big game. And I mean, resting 5 players, I think it's a bit arrogant on Enzo Maresca. I mean, let's look at the stats. Let's have a look at it. I mean, stats aren't always... Yeah, so we had obviously tons more possession than them, which was evident in the game. But again, it's just, what do we do with that possession? Like, we did not have any shots on target. We had 2 shots on target. One, obviously, was Pedro Neto's goal. But, like, that's not good enough. 71% possession. I mean, like, we should be shooting more. And I feel like, you know, we have 2 strikers up top. We have Gittins. We have Esteval on the bench, which... on the pitch as well, which, to be fair, he didn't put in a great performance either. But honestly, I feel like we should just be doing better. We should be showing up for these teams against Leeds United. Like, come on. We have to show more urgency. And we have to get the discipline and, I guess, like, the mental fortitude to actually win these games. Because these games matter. Like, we've just let Arsenal go 9 points ahead of us. They've extended their gap to us, and we are aspiring to at least be in the title race with Arsenal. I'm not sure if we can actually win the league, but we are definitely in the title race. However, points like this, results like this, especially off the back of that Arsenal result, I mean, it's just incredibly disappointing. And like, we really should be doing better. The next match is against Bournemouth on the weekend. Is that right? Yeah, Bournemouth on the weekend. And look, Bournemouth aren't no joke either. I mean, we're going to have to show up. We're going to have to really get these points back. We're going to have to show form. I mean, it's good that we saw Cole Palmer come off and he looked good for a bit. But, I mean, it's his first game back after, I think, 2 months or a month and a half off. So, can't really expect miracles for him to... But he looked lively. He looked lively. But look, bring on Bournemouth on the weekend. We really need to be better than that. It's sad to see that, you know, we drop points to teams that we should be beating, but come on, bring on Bournemouth. Heads up. Move on.